All right, thank you so much for coming, everybody. I'm Jessica Motes, and I am one of the band directors here at Forest View Middle School. And it's super, super exciting for us as a band to play for you guys for the very first time. But I'm not sure if you knew this. I hope the kids told you. This is not their first concert, which is pretty rare. This group of kiddos played for 5th grade. And the 5th graders, there was about 300 of them in here, and they did an awesome job, and they played their entire concert for them. So that was pretty exciting. Usually, we don't have 6th graders that are that ready, and it was right before Christmas. So they could have done this, weeks ago. So anyways, just thinking back, I always like to kind of remind parents and you guys, we've only been playing for about 4.5 months. And the progress that they've made is incredible. This is an awesome band, wonderful kids. And we literally taught them that first lesson, how to open the case and put it together and make a sound. And now we're playing all these organized things together. They're reading music, rhythms, and all sorts of stuff. So it builds upon that. So it's pretty exciting. So now the next portion of our concert, we call our feature section, where we feature each of the different sections of our band. Each has a cool, unique sound, and each piece they've been working really hard on. It's kind of, a little scary to have just your group work on something like that and perform, but they do an incredible job. So we're going to start with our flutes, clarinets, and we're going to go on down the line like it says in your program. All right, flutes, you can stand up.
Well, thank you. My name is Mr. Carlson. I'm the other half of the band department here at Forest View, and as Mrs. Moat said, I'd like to just congratulate the kids on doing a great job and thank the parents for supporting your kids, getting them instruments, all the things that it takes to support your kids being in these extra activities. So thank you. These kids have done a great job, and I realize that you may not be able to see your kids because there's so many of them, and this is only half of our 6th grade band. We had a 6th grade band concert an hour ago, and with the other half of the 6th grade band. So there's a lot of kids, and they're a little hard to see up here. So we're going to do something I didn't warn you about, guys. We're going to have each row stand up from the back to the front, and as you stand up, just stay standing. So let's start with our percussion wave to mom and dad. Okay, percussion are back here. Give them a round of applause. Yeah. Good. And now, I know that when we did sectionals, some of the sections were in different rows, so we're just going to have the back row here stand up, trumpets and trombones. Okay, there's our trumpet and trombone section. All right, stay standing. The next row, the third row, is we've got some flutes and some saxophones and some clarinets. You guys stand up. And the second row, we've got some flutes and clarinets in the second row. Yeah. Good. And our first row, go ahead and stand up, first row. All right. And one more round of applause for all of these kids doing such a great job. All right, you guys can have a seat. So as you heard that, these two full band songs that we're doing, Heroes and Glory that we opened with, and Star Splitter, there's a lot going on in these songs. There's 3 or 4 different parts happening at the same time. And for these kids to be able to understand that musical level in 4 months, and to be able to pull it off that tightly and stay together at the right tempo and have the right sound and all of that stuff, that's really quite an accomplishment. So really good job. And we spend a lot of time in our beginning band program teaching about sound concept. We always want to make sure that, for example, a saxophone sounds the way a saxophone should sound. And so we really, really work to make sure that they're getting the right sound and a good sound at all times. But yet, we play music that covers a big variety of sounds. Like when you heard the very start of Star Splitter Fanfare, hopefully that was a little bit shocking because it should be bright and energetic, right? Compared to some of the other music that was a little more soft and beautiful. So, a lot of things we're working on. And as we get to the spring, when we have our next concert in May, before we get there, you're actually going to get an email from the counseling office, from the scheduling office, that will talk about registration for 7th grade. And what we're going to want you to do is to really encourage your kids to stick with it, because band is an elective. It's something that you choose to be a part of. And we like to think of band as being a continuous course from 6th grade on through the senior year in high school. And we want to make sure that these kids stay in band, because once they're out, you can't just come back in. There's so much progress made in a year that if you were to take a year off and then regret that decision, you're not going to catch up. So we want to make sure we keep kids in. So encourage them to register for band, and we'll do the best job we can of just giving them really fun, good, energetic music that will keep them interested as well. So that'll be coming up in the spring. So now we're going to end our concert with a really fun piece that we use. It's our little secret weapon. We don't tell the kids this, but when you start in band, it's really fun and exciting because you get to open this case and you get to learn how to put it together and make this sound. And it's really exciting. And then all of a sudden reality hits and it's very challenging. And we're asking you to do a lot more new notes and new fingerings and, higher on the brass instruments, all these things that can be a challenge. And so when we start to see that the energy level is like, oh, this is hard, we pull out our secret weapon, which is Go Big Blue. And once we teach Go Big Blue, that's all we hear. We hear Go Big Blue all the time. And I'm sure if your kids hopefully are taking their instruments home, they're playing Go Big Blue for you, right? So we're going to end our concert with that because it's a really fun piece to play. And we're going to see who can cheer louder, the kids or you. Who do you think is going to win, guys? Yeah, they're probably going to win, but we'll see. You guys outnumber them about 4-1. Okay, so do your best. Good luck, and we'll see you in May.